Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to explain the debugging and operation of the yaw system. Next, let's move on to the yaw system debugging section together. First, let's take a look at the functions and principles of system debugging. The two major functions of yaw debugging. One is to make the wind wheel sweeping surface track the changing and stable wind direction by controlling the windward side of the wind wheel to always be perpendicular to the wind direction. Achieve the maximum capture of wind energy. The second is when the wind turbine generator is affected by yaw. When the cables led out from the cabin get entangled, they will automatically untangle. So how does it work? As shown in the figure, the wind direction signal is fed back to the controller. Through the power amplifier, the signal is converted and amplified and sent to the computer system. Data is analyzed and processed through PLCs, drivers, etc. Then issue instructions to the wind turbine and direct the wind. The yaw counter is a data measurement device that feeds data back to the controller. Yaw debugging is divided into three processes: automatic yaw, untwisting, and manual yaw. Automatic yaw is further divided into headwind yaw and 90-degree crosswind yaw. Automatic wind yaw is executed after the wind turbine system is free of faults. The wind speed reaches the yaw wind speed for 10 minutes, and the grid voltage and frequency remain normal for 10 minutes. The 90-degree crosswind yaw process is carried out when an unexpected failure occurs in the wind turbine system. The forward and reverse contactors of the yaw motor are interlocked not only in the control software but also in the circuit hardware designed to ensure the safety of the yaw system. The torsion cable protection includes two levels of protection: the yaw counter and the torsion cable switch. The yaw counter has three position switches representing the forward yaw position, the middle position, and the reverse yaw position respectively. The cable torsion switch is the last level of protection against cable torsion. The untwisting yaw process is carried out when the forward/counterclockwise yaw position switch signal is received, indicating that the wind turbine has yawed too much in one direction, whether the yaw is being performed against the wind or sideways. The yaw braking should be stopped and the reverse/clockwise yaw should be removed. Manual yaw has the highest priority. As long as the wind turbine receives the manual yaw signal, all yaw processes will be terminated and a new manual yaw command will be executed. There is a manual left/right yaw switch on the top of the cabin. There are manual left/right yaw buttons in the computer cabinet at the bottom of the tower. The central monitoring machine also has manual left/right yaw buttons, both of which can perform manual yaw. When the manual yaw signal disappears, the yaw braking is executed and the automatic yaw process is returned. In manual yaw, the yaw command level in the cabin is higher than that in the computer cabinet. The manual yaw command inside the computer cabinet is of a higher level than the yaw command under the central monitoring. Local yaw can interrupt the manual yaw command of the central monitoring. The yaw of the cabin can interrupt the local manual yaw command. Let's take a look at the specific debugging process again. The first step is to enter the yaw adjustment interface. Second, in the human-machine interface, gently touch the yaw reset button to make the yaw value in the interface 0. The third option is to select forward yaw. The yaw start button on the interface will make the crew yaw clockwise, and the yaw angle value will increase. Gently touch the interface again to start the yaw, and the yaw crew will stop yawing. Fourth, in the human-machine interface, the yaw direction is selected as reverse. Gently touch the yaw start button on the interface to make the unit yaw counterclockwise and reduce the yaw angle value. Touch the yaw start button on the interface again, and the yaw crew will stop yawing. Fifth, in the human-machine interface, the yaw system can be set to operate at a speed between 2 and 4 meters per second. Sixth, in the human-machine interface, input the hydraulic start value of 30 bar and the hydraulic stop value of 180 bar. Observe the actual pressure value in the interface. It decreases during yaw operation and
increases when yaw stops.
7th, in the alarm settings, select the yaw blockage alarm to ensure that
there is no such alarm during yaw operation.
The above is the learning content of this class. Thank you all.